20% left at the end of the month to save. And this is where you find the change under your couch cushions by using this pie chart and using the 50-30-20 formula. So it's going to take some time. It actually takes about a month to sort of see it. It takes more than a month to sort of see a pattern in your spending. But as you put it into these categories, you'd be like, whoa, okay. When the first time I did this, I remember I was, I just got married at that time, and I was spending a lot of money on imported cheese and on imported fruits and all of these fancy things, because all of these supermarkets had just popped up. They were importing a lot of food. Carbon footprint and a lot of money was going in that. So I decided to cut it out and to only buy seasonal, regular, normal, fruits that you get and cheese that's made in India. And I cannot tell you how much money I saved. It's one of the things that I recommend. So as soon as you do this, this exercise, you will learn that there are some pockets where you're spending money that you didn't really realize. And as soon as you become mindful of it, you'll start to cut down automatically, and you'll start to find yourself with an extra bit of savings at the end of the month. So that's our first job. We're going to start finding the money in our bank accounts. And then once you've got that money set aside, you can start investing. Now, in the episodes that come up further, we're going to talk about the different types of investments. So we'll go through what mutual funds are, what equity, stock market, all of these things, and we'll take you through how you can get started in all of these things. Now, before you do that, I'm going to give you a checklist, and this is important. I would like you to write it down, but since this is a video that's going to stay on the internet, you don't have to write it down. You can keep coming back and looking at it, right? So before you start any sort of investment, there are 3 things that I would personally like you to look after. Because when you start an investment, you don't want to have to break it for an emergency. So you start putting money in and saying, okay, I'm going to invest 5,000 rupees every month. I would hate for you to take that money out because suddenly you find yourself in need of cash. So how to do that? By putting these 3 things aside. So the first thing that you put aside is an emergency fund, which is, remember those needs we talked about? Needs into 6. So 6 months worth of needs go into an emergency fund. So if you don't have that money set aside, that's the first thing you have to do before you start investing, right? Needs into 6 goes into an emergency fund. Now, if you have to take a pay cut, you take